Oh, wow. Is it that time already? Well, welcome to Corran in the Mornin, I suppose. This past weekend, we had Star Wars Celebration. And as I was sorting cards, I heard one announcement after another about upcoming Star Wars content. Today, I want to share my reactions to some of those announcements. Let's get two big ones out of the way first. They released the Andor trailer. Well, I didn't watch it. I'm not usually one who complains the trailers share too much, but I was a little upset when the final Obi-Wan Kenobi trailer showed Luke and Owen Lars. Not that it was too much of a surprise, of course, in the grand scheme of the show. It was not a plot-relevant spoiler, but I would have liked to see that stuff in context. That said, I'm excited that Andor is coming so soon, releasing on August 31st. I'm sure the show will be great and that it won't be what people expect, because none of these shows are. That said, I'm hoping that since it features characters from Rogue One, the people who have hated everything Disney has released so far will just not watch it and let the rest of us enjoy it. Then we have the Jude Law-centered Skeleton Crew. The screenwriter described it as a galactic version of classic Amblin coming-of-age adventure films of the 80s. So this is going to be Stranger Things for Star Wars. I mean, I'm going to watch it, and it's always fun to do things with new characters, but the trend of making everything Stranger Things is not my favorite thing. Jedi Survivor is going to be the sequel to Fallen Order that we've been waiting for. If you subscribe to the theory that modern video games are better than old video games, Jedi Fallen Order is the best Star Wars game of all time. If not, it's certainly the best in more than a generation. I was very happy that they left an opening for a sequel at the end of Fallen Order, and this new game looks great. Let's see, The Mandalorian Season 3 is coming. Obviously. My only comment here is that I'm a little bummed that the show isn't moving on from Grogu, but I'll go in with an open mind. Bad Batch Season 2 is coming fall of 2022. If you haven't watched Bad Batch because you don't watch cartoons or something, you should watch it. It's a great show and a good jumping on point for the animated Star Wars shows. Speaking of animation, the two things that I just know are going to fly under the radar are Visions Volume 2 and Tales of the Jedi. Star Wars Visions Volume 1 was a series with anime studios telling stories reinterpreting themes like Jedi and the Empire in an anime context. You have everything from Kurosawa-style feudal Japan with a lightsaber to Dragon Ball Z-style fighting on Star Destroyers. Nothing since Genndy Tartakovsky's Clone Wars series has demonstrated so much creativity. Season 2 will utilize studios from all over the world, not just Japan, so I'm very excited to see where they take it. Tales of the Jedi is going to be a prequel-era anthology series following different Jedi. The title carries weight as there was a beloved Dark Horse comic series in the 90s by the same name. Like Visions, this feels like something that has a good chance of flying under the radar, but that also means there won't be too much editorial oversight, and they may do some really cool stuff. Also on the animation front, make sure you check out the LEGO Star Wars Summer Vacation special this summer. If you haven't watched the recent LEGO Holiday and Halloween specials, you should watch them. They have major Robot Chicken vibes, and Vinay is the villain in the Halloween one. Summer Vacation special won't disappoint. So we've got a lot of content incoming, but there's one thing distinctly missing from these announcements. I was pretty underwhelmed by the announcements about books and comics. Basically, the stuff we knew was coming out is still coming out. There's going to be a comic book adaptation of the first series of The Mandalorian, and there's going to be more High Republic stuff. Don't get me wrong, I love the High Republic, but it's hard to get excited about any of this stuff. I really need something on the edge of continuity. Give me something post Rise of Skywalker. I know there are plenty of stories to tell between Return of the Jedi and Force Awakens, and the Dark Times is also a great era, but I really miss knowing that in a few months I'll get a novel that that tells me the next chapter of the Star Wars universe.